What is up, guys? My name is Loki, and welcome back to Minecraft. Today, we're going to be, again, starting off in Farmville. Today, I've done a little thinking, and to get my village done, I thought what farms are absolutely necessary for me to get that project done. And I thought of two main things: a super smelter and a tree farm. Now, a super smelter and a tree farm, they aren't particularly difficult to make. A super smelter and all that stuff, I don't think I can make that stretch out like 20 minutes. But I do plan on also bringing over a few farms from Farmville. I plan on dismantling that terrible tree farm that I made. Again, it's my own design, but it's also just terrible. It sucks. I want to bring all these farms over here, but I don't want to deal with villagers because, God, I hate villagers. Villager transporting is, I am not a huge fan of it, and I don't think a lot of people are. So I'm going to look up a couple of designs for these so I can absolutely ensure that I have good farms, or a good tree farm and a good super smelter. All right, does everything make sense? All right, everybody, let's get into it. All right, so for the tree farm, I have gone over to one of the greatest farm makers, in my personal opinion, in the Minecraft scene, which is Ilmango. Ilmango designed this tree farm to work with spruce, birch, jungle, and oak. And, well, I don't see myself using acacia very often. There is a savanna biome near my house, but I don't think I'm going to ever use it because the block is stupid. But my point is that this is a stupid efficient farm. I feel like I should start. I feel like now that I finally, establish something in Minecraft, I feel like I should kind of treat myself to some stupid efficient farms. And so, yeah. So the problem with this design is there's a few problems with this design, at least for me building it. Number one, I don't have any honey blocks. And I don't have any means to get honey blocks because since the world that I made is a 1.14, 1.14.4 is when I first made that world, I have to go into new places if I were to find beehives to make honey blocks. So that's going to take a stupidly long amount of time to do. Slime blocks are a lot easier to come by because there's a lot of slime chunks downstairs in my mine, which I showed you in the previous episode. And so the rest of this stuff I already have. I already have a TNT duplicator in my old farm. So it is basically just the idea of getting the honey blocks, and the slime blocks is going to be the biggest problem for me. All right. It's not the most pretty design, but it works. This is my design because the ones that I found were all dumb and I didn't like them because none of them were just, how do I say this? None of them, like, for everyone who made them, y'all did a great job. Y'all made some good redstone stuff. I'm not dissing anyone or anything. It's just that it didn't serve what I needed it to do. I needed it to basically have a bunch of these working in tandem. So the system is basically, here's your input chest up here, and that goes through these two hopper minecarts. Look how fast it took, almost a stack. It basically, what I like about this is that it takes as many materials as they can and puts them in the the hopper minecarts. It just takes out all these. Now it's just up to the furnaces to work, and it just loads the furnaces super quick. And the fuel systems, there are two input chests for fuel systems. I tried making like a kind of a single chest with hoppers and stuff, but the problem is when I made this, the repeaters are powering this block, which if I were to put a hopper on this, it would power this hopper, which means is that it would stop all movement, which sucked. And then the second design went over, but then the fuel input chest was like way up here and whatever. So yeah. But now that I've kind of, I wouldn't say designed, but I have built and tested the tree farm, and I've designed, built, and tested the super smelter. I'm okay to put this into the survival world. I know for a fact I have all the materials to make this, so I'm going to hop into my survival world and make this, and then we'll tackle the problem of the blocks I need are glazed terracotta, honey blocks, and slime blocks. Alright, I feel like I can get that done in a relatively easy amount of time. Everything except for the honey blocks. Those are going to be a nightmare to get. But anyways, everyone, let's get cracking on in the survival. Alright, after searching for like 20 minutes, I finally found a couple beehives. I don't know how I would go about, harvesting the honey from these and like making like a beehive or whatever. I think I'll figure that out, and I'll do some quick research. But I found beehives. I found them. They're here. They exist. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen one in my survival world ever. So yeah, they're here. And look at the bee. Look at the bee. Look at the bee. Alright, I'm gonna figure out how to harvest and do things. So yeah. Alright, so I've been camping this little spot right here. And we got our first honey block. I know no one cares. I know that this is like something that everyone will probably encounter. But God, this is my first honey block, man. My first honey block in the survival world. I still have no idea how I'm gonna get these slime blocks. I can figure something out. But like, this is taking forever, man. Minecraft, Mojang, why'd you make it take so long? Okay, update. I have 32. I have half a stack of honey blocks. This took half of my day. And by the way, I even built like an actual honey farm designed by Il Mango. Yeah, there's bees there, and there's supposedly bees in here. I don't know. I haven't seen them in a while. But I've been slowly over time collecting honey blocks. And it's been such a dumb process. I hate this, man. I really wish there was an easier way to get honey. I've spent so long, man. I'm getting bored. Alright, so I'm gonna get to a point where I have a stack of it, and then, we'll see how it goes from there. Alright, after a long time of gathering all the resources that I need to build this damn farm, I've come out on top. I have about just enough resources to make this work. So, as always when we make a farm, I'm gonna do a third-person time-lapse, but I don't know where this is gonna go right now. I feel like FARMVILLE's a bit lopsided. I want to make my tree farm right here. This is where the tree farm goes. And it's going to go into the storage system, which means I'm going to have to work on the second half of the storage system. Yay! Anyways, let's hop into a time lapse and see me be an idiot with redstone for about 30 seconds to a minute. Yeah, I was an idiot. I built this farm wrong twice in a row. I'm surprised with myself. I really messed it up twice. But hey, I mean, all jokes aside, it is a great farm. And in the end, I built it right. So, you can't laugh at me. I built it right in the end. All right, this tree farm's amazing. It was amazing in my testing world, but I ran this thing for 10 minutes. Just AFK'd for 10 minutes. And we've gotten this much birch, because, you know, I just had birch saplings lying around, so I thought I might use them. And this thing is stupid efficient. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so efficient. It has no right to be this efficient, but it is. So, I've hooked up the collection system, which is this big old obsidian water block here. This connects up to the storage system. It just goes through this brand new glass line that I put, brand new water stream. It's gonna go all the way up, and then it's go all the way up the tube and into the storage system. Now, this tree farm only supports 4 types of wood from my knowledge. It only supports 4 types of wood: jungle, birch, spruce, and oak. And those are honestly, out of the 2, the ones that I use the most are primarily spruce and oak. I haven't really used birch at all, and I haven't even found a jungle. I don't even know if I found a jungle biome yet. But yeah, I grabbed some spare, wood. I got some spare wood to load the system and all that stuff. But yeah, we have all the stuff ready to go. But since we've now since we've now made the brand new tree farm, which took forever because of those goddamn honey blocks, but ever since we've, finished that, I think it's time to give our old tree farm one last goodbye before we tear it down for its resources and probably build someone else out of it, because there's a lot of repeaters, comparators, and all the good stuff that I need for redstone stuff. Goodbye, old tree farm. You've served us well. You have done us proud. You've done us proud. You were a fine tree farm. If you only worked for one type of wood, but god damn it, that one type of wood was the greatest type of wood, which is oak. Goodbye, old friend. Let's hope to see you, that you are reborn as that new tree farm. All right, let's take this thing down. So I forgot to record the context for these time lapses, and because of that, I now have to make this audio recording. It makes me look stupid. So yeah, this is just me taking down the bamboo farm and rebuilding it and Farmville. That's all this is. Cool. Enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our bamboo farm has been slightly downsized because of our restrictions of the storage system only having 4 chests. For storage means that we need to at least downsize the farm a little bit. Now have the tree farm, we have the super smelt, we got the bamboo farm, we have the mob farm, and we have a big old storage system. This is becoming awesome. And this is the one thing that I hated about my old system. It didn't have an off switch. I now have an off switch. What this does is basically bamboo comes up to the observers. The observers say, "Oh, hey, bamboo." Then they all power this redstone lamp, which then powers this observer, which then powers this redstone on the observer, which then therefore powers the observer, which then blips a little 1-tick pulse down here, which then converted 4 ticks, which then also converted to, I do believe, the comparator signal extender, which then goes to this slab tower right here, which then activates this piston, which then in turn, which activates this piston, which then sends the flying machine off that way. Then after it comes back, because it has after it goes to this side, which it has a kind of similar system here, it has an observer right there that detects when the blocks. It detects when the flying machine goes over here with that observer, which then sends a signal back to that piston to send it back. And then when it comes back, there is a pulse sent by an observer, which is then detected by this very observer, which then it powers this redstone lamp because I need to make sure that there is no redstone anymore. I need to make sure there's no redstone, because if I put redstone here, it then sends this back, and it's just a continuous cycle. And then it goes down here. It goes all the way down to another comparator extender, which then goes down to here, which then activates all of these powered rails, which then send the carts down that way, collecting all the bamboo. And they come back, go into the hoppers, go into this observer clock that's connected to 4 droppers, which then drop them into the water stream. The water stream goes all the way up and into the storage system. God, that is so complicated. And redstone is so complicated, but that's how it works. All right, everyone. Now, due to time constraints, I'm gonna have to call this video here. Because of my avid procrastination and the fact that quarter 2 of school has started, I focus a lot of time on school, which is, good. But then I also, kind of forgot about making this video. So I'm recording this, and the day before this video is supposed to go up. So I'm going to quickly edit all this together, cobble it all together, throw it up, make a thumbnail, and yeah, that's it. So due to time constraints, I'm going to have to call this video here. Anyways, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, drop a like, get subscribed, do all that beautiful, beautiful stuff. And I hope if you're having a bad day that I made it better. And if you're having a great day, I hope I made your day absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Anyways, everyone, peace.